she literally made everybody read the book, and study the twins. She didn't just say, hey, this is my shot, this is what I wanted. No, she made each department fall in love with the twins.
I was struck by how it must feel to see someone who is a reflection of you identically, but also so different, and how there's a part of you that wants to lean into that.
I think you might be a bad influence on each other.
This movie is really, really moving. It's just, wow. I want to ask about June and Jennifer. They obviously, that's a hard bond to find a connection with another actor. You guys do such a marvelous job here. What was the challenge of that and recreating that loving, strange, unusual bond they had? Letitia, let's start with you.
Well, the challenge firstly was to create something that was different to what was presented to us via the media in the 80s and the 90s, which was the narrative that the twins were strange and troubled and there was no fixing them. And I think the challenge for us was to bring their creativity, their connection and their love as sisters to life. And that took a lot of sacrifice. It took us paying attention to the details. Like, we didn't want to just copy the way they walked or copy the way they talked or spoke with each other or didn't speak. We wanted to find the truth behind every action in order to bring the authenticity to the screen. So that was a challenge, but also a fun part of the journey to find the truth behind, the reasons that they made the decisions that they did and bring the humanity to who they are.
Jennifer, June, how would you describe your personalities?
I think you might be a bad influence on each other. It might be an idea to split you up for a while.
Nice. Tamara, what about you? What stuck out for Jennifer for you?
I think for me what stuck out was how Jennifer was fixated on her identity and relationship to June, which I think is, from the research that we did, is the salient struggle of twins having a sense of individuality. And so for me, I really remarked on how she was depicted as the evil one. However, if you read her diary entry, she was just really, really insecure and felt that everybody liked June better and that June was more beautiful and June was more smart, and that how must it feel? I was struck by how it must feel to see someone who is a reflection of you identically, but also so different, and how there's a part of you that wants to lean into that, the being identical and to be exactly the same and to be as good as people say she is in comparison to me, but also wanting on some level to destroy this doppelganger so that I can exist in and of myself. And so I think that was that was the duality that Jennifer was experiencing.
We will move the girls into special education.
Are you going to say anything?
We'll get them to talk yet.
Guilty or not guilty?
You need to take care of yourself.
You could at least say something.
Keep it said now.
How do you plead?
They shall be institutionalized indefinitely.
Nice. Letitia, I'm going to jump back in with you. I mean, obviously you've worked in a pretty big movie called Black Panther, and very excited to see you. One of my favorite things in the film, by the way. What was it like working with this director in a very small, a very personal way?
I love independent filmmaking. I love art house movies. That's the reason why I do what I do. Obviously, the mediums and the platforms are all different, but at the end of the day, I always try to tell the truth. And working with Aga was a treat. I love the fact that she has an artistic viewpoint that's very different. But it allows for me to learn something different. You know what I mean? She collaborates with her cinematographers and her production designers in a way that I haven't seen before, and she literally made everybody read the book, and study the twins. She didn't just say, hey, this is my shot, this is what I wanted. No, she made each department fall in love with the twins the way that we had to and study extensive studies. I've got like photos of them sending it over WhatsApp, like they're all in a room together, like with the book in their hands, like with analyzing, and that created a richness on the set. So when she was communicating with Kuba, our cinematographer, he knew exactly what she meant. He knew exactly the colors that she was referencing, or the feeling and the tone and the scene that they needed to achieve. So I really respect her for that, and I think she has many, 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 many years of filmmaking to go, and I'm excited for what she does next.
Well, me too. Unfortunately, we got wrapped, but you two are marvelous. These are lovely performances. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Hello, June. Hello, Jennifer. I've recorded some questions here, and I've left enough space for you to answer.
What do you think of your new school? Which do you like better? Sunshine or rain?
How was your day, girls?
You spoke to me and then it was just less and less,
If there's something you want to communicate, you best say it now.
Jennifer, June, how would you describe your personalities?
I think you might be a bad influence on each other. It might be an idea to split you up for a while.
We will move the girls into special education.
Are you going to say anything?
We'll get them to talk yet.
Guilty or not guilty?
You need to take care of yourself.
You can at least say
You
something.
best say it now.
How do you plead?
They shall be institutionalized indefinitely.
If you were telling your story, how would it begin?
In order to write a good book, you need to feel it. You have to be inspired.
Writers now.
I can't bear life without my sister. It's brought a new awakening in me. I could reach out and touch the stars. I can see the galaxy.
Can't go back to the empty days before we found
I
love.
feel as though I'm swimming in a pool. I taste the bittersweet smell of salt. It's like God gave me a chance. A chance to prove who I really am.